Well, the first thing we need to establish here is what are the numbers. We've had some discussions with the Chamber on how they arrived at their numbers. We've had some discussions with the city how they arrived at their numbers. We have some own internal numbers that we pulled together. So one of the first things we've got to do is get all the players together, and we're exchanging documents as we speak today in order to get to, in terms of the real numbers, whether it's 6.2 or 8 million bucks. And there are numbers that are known: 109 jobs, about 80 new hires that have been here since the first GO Transit came in. Of those, about 30 of them, 30 or just over 30 have been worked their way through apprenticeships, developed their skills, and are coming out as tradespeople, which is great for the region. We have Ken Loenza, the national president of the CAW, sent a letter off to McGuinty yesterday demanding an immediate review of this decision and a meeting with the Premier as soon as possible. So we're hoping to hear that creates or provides us with an opportunity to meet with the Premier directly. And then we're asking our members, their friends, neighbors, and the community as well to start a letter writing campaign to the Premier's office and to the official opposition parties. This is a decision that should be reviewed by the legislature. We're not just saying one political party's got to look at it. This has got to be, this decision needs to be reviewed by the legislature, which is the three governing parties. Need to take a look at this thing. So we want to impress upon them the importance and the widespread concern about this work and the revenue and everything that goes with it leaving the province of Ontario. So that's beginning today as well, and then we'll be making a presentation to City Council on Monday as well. And I trust City Council will be, as they have been all along, fully supportive of this.
This doesn't end here. You're reaching out up north and down south. I guess really setting the tone that this is Ontario dollars going east.
Absolutely. The communities, whether the cars are actually, the work is done here in North Bay, is really irrelevant in the sense of what it means to the entire region, because the jobs. The work that we used to do here in North Bay has since been relocated to areas such as Cochrane. So there was some infrastructure that was done in Cochrane a few years ago, and added jobs were brought to Cochrane. Timmins is concerned about this because once the skill set leaves the region, then it's all that's disposable income and everything else that goes with it gets lost. So this really is a regional concern, and in terms of the overall economic impact being 122 million, when you start rolling out the economic impact or the value of Ontario Northland to the GDP of Northeastern Ontario, it's significant. It's like taking out the whole tourism industry if Ontario Northland was not a part of the regional economic landscape. So this really is critical, and those dollars that are being moved out of this jurisdiction, and yes, today it's going to Quebec. Tomorrow it could be going to the U.S. or it could be going to New Brunswick, or there's no stopping it in terms of that. So part of this evaluation or this calculation needs to be considered is what is the net economic value to the province of Ontario, and there are significant losses if that's not taken into consideration, and we want to impress that upon the Premier should we have the opportunity to meet him.
And you also talk about having this lost means that part of that department would be dismantled. The cost to reinvest in that would be great and expensive and probably never happen again.
Absolutely true. The capitalization that occurred here in Ontario Northland in 2004 when the first project began, and people can go back and recall all the economic activity that was going on. Again, not here just in North Bay, but also in other locations. As new facilities were being built, infrastructure was being added to the rail yards here in North Bay and to the paint shop. A new facility was built in Cochrane. And once all that's allowed to be dismantled, to recapitalize that, and here we are, we're only, seven years out. It makes no sense to get out of the business and then try to get back into business in 5 years from now. It just really makes no sense. And why would a business do it? I likened it to the city of North Bay, and I said to them, It would be like the city of North Bay saying, we're going to get back into the waste management business. They couldn't afford it. They can't afford to capitalize to go back out and buy garbage trucks and hire the staff and do all the training. It would be millions and millions of dollars. We already have the infrastructure here. And when I say we, the province of Ontario already has the infrastructure right here to do their own work within their own jurisdiction. There's no reason, no defensible reason why the province is moving this work out of a jurisdiction when they have the facilities here. It's a competitive bid, and there's a value coming back to the province in terms of revenue and tax revenue that needs to be put into this equation, and clearly it hasn't been considered at this point.